We're not going to find any more pears tonight. And it's just not as attractive without something green. Any suggestions?
I could run home and bring back some pickles.
I'm trying to be serious about this.
Why not? 2 or 3 big dills wrapped in cellophane. They're using that lovely cellophane for everything now.
Somehow, pickles don't seem very cheerful.
You haven't tasted my pickles. Pickles are out.
Have we considered seedless grapes?
We're already giving them grapes.
Not green grapes.
I'm trying to be serious about this.
What about some of those sewing kits? Those bachelor sewing kits we made up?
Didn't we agree that those would be given out only upon request? It isn't every man who knows his way around a needle and thread.
Besides, they're not green.
The fun that we'll be having at the Theatre Ontario Festival, which kicks off next Wednesday. We're looking forward to that. With us right now, we have the chair of the festival, Bryan Morris. Wonderful to have you here. And Cate Proctor is the managing director of the Ottawa Little Theatre. Ottawa Little Theatre has been around for some time now, Cate.
We have actually. We began in 1913.
Wow.
So officially 104 years,
That's
and
incredible.
we've just announced our 105th season, which starts in September of this year.
That's a lot of seasons.
It is a lot of seasons, and we're actually the oldest, longest running, continuously producing community theatre in Canada.
That's a beautiful thing. Bryan, okay, so the Theatre Ontario Festival, how many years has this been around at this point?
It's been around since 1933 in different various guises and different names, but yeah.
Wow, that seems like a
1933.
long time as well.
Yes.
So this is the first time that we're holding it for the most part at the Ottawa Little Theatre.
Correct. This is the first time Ottawa Little Theatre has hosted this particular festival.
So, I mean, it sounds pretty self-explanatory, like we're getting some plays and some workshops, and it's Ontario-based, but what can we look forward to?
Well, basically it's across the province, the community theatre groups have participated in local regional theatre festivals, and the winning productions from each of those regional festivals are coming here to Ottawa to present their plays again.
Okay.
And then they'll be adjudicated by an adjudicator, and who will award the best, again, the best play for this particular festival.
Okay, so who do we have in all participating? I mean, how many different towns or cities, or who's all going to be here?
Yep, so we've got companies from Windsor, Sault Ste. Marie, Toronto, and Cobourg.
Wow.
So there's 4 different plays, a good mix of comedy and drama.
Yeah.
So the one you just saw was the one that's coming in from Cobourg,
Okay.
the Northumberland Players, and that was Waiting for the Parade by John Morrell.
Okay.
So it's a nice wartime piece.
It looks like a lot of fun, and so he mentioned the word adjudicators. Okay, now I've heard this word before, and it's maybe a bit above what my brain is capable of understanding. Adjudicator, difficult to say. What exactly is it?
Well, what it means is that we have a professional coming in, and they're going to critique the performance, the play, of what everyone sees. So during the Theatre Ontario Festival, we have the adjudicator who will give their presentation immediately following each of the plays, and that is for the audiences mainly, their benefit. And they'll say, well, how it works, like, they'll critique the acting and all of this, and just to give a better understanding of the play for the audience. And then the following morning, the cast and the crew, the director, everyone can then, there's another adjudication, and that's a bit more detailed, and it can tend to be a little bit more, I'll say, critical.
Yeah.
But it will then heighten the detail of what the adjudicator will present to those who were directly involved in the production, and it's all for the benefit of improvement.
Okay.
But they'll use their professional eyes and their experience to say what worked really well, what you might look to tweak. So it's all part of the educational process.
Okay. See, so 'cause in the radio and television world, I guess we call that an air check. Where we sit down with our bosses and they talk about all the things, constructive criticism. So I guess it's along those lines. Now, people react well to these? Because I know there's a lot of actors and actresses, right? Maybe they don't want to be adjudicated.
Yeah, it's all part of the process because it is a festival, and there's awards that will be presented. So I wouldn't say they don't. Well, maybe they don't want to be there, but they know it's certainly part of the process.
Yeah.
And it's, as I say, it's to heighten their ability to improve on whatever aspect they're involved in that particular production going forward. Like, so say if you're an actor, they might remember certain things that an adjudicator said on their presentation and then bring that into their next play production.
Okay, wonderful. So where are these plays going to be presented?
They are going to be in our theater, at the Ottawa Little Theater, and there's one play every day from May the 18th, 17th,
yeah.
17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. So there's 4 days for each of the regions. And then on the Sunday, there's actually the awards and brunch.
Okay.
And that's being held at St. Bridget's.
Okay, so awards and brunch then. So what exactly would be happening at the awards ceremony?
I'm going to let Bryan take
Sure.
that one.
So at the award ceremony, the adjudicator will have gone through and decided who was the best play in the festival,
Okay.
as well as the best director, the best actor, the best studio set design, lighting, that kind of things. And so we'll have a brunch where we'll sort of party and relax and let down our hair, and the other part will be the awards ceremony where, each of the winning productions and people will get their awards.
And that sounds like a lot of fun. So would the awards ceremony and the brunch be available or open to public as well?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Also, so we've been talking about the workshops. What certain workshops would we be experiencing here?
We've got 2 workshops in place, one by Laura Hall. These are trying to, the goal is to improve people's theater skills. So the one workshop that we have is improvisation for actors. So Laura's going to go through a bunch of improvisational games, and depending on what people are interested in learning about improvisation, she'll do that. So that's a strengthening skill for when you get your other actor who has the deer in the headlights kind of look and has forgotten his lines.
Of course.
The other one is we have a playwright in residence, so she'll be reading some of her current work for people who are interested in playwriting.
Okay. Is it difficult to get all these actors and actresses from across Ontario all in one area?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Lots of details.
I can imagine.
So, and they're all responsible for bringing their set in, and they have to come in at 8 o'clock in the morning from an empty set, put their set up, do a rehearsal, put on the show, and then take the set down for the next day for the next group to put on their show.
Wow. So we're getting close. It's a week away, and
Exactly.
we want to sell some tickets here. So how can people check out more information or buy tickets?
Yeah, well, there's a few ways. They can certainly go to the Ottawa Little Theatre website, and that's www.ottawalittletheatre.com.
Yeah.
And we have links through there to where you can buy tickets either online. You can also call the box office at the Ottawa Little Theatre, and I don't know if you want the number there or not.
I think we've been flashing, of course, the information on our screen, right?
And the workshops are also available, but people need to pre-register for those, and those are free. The tickets themselves, you can buy them in passes. There's a pass of 4, a pass of 3, or single tickets.
Okay.
So there's lots of variety for people who might want to only check out 1 or 2. Maybe they know people who are coming in from different areas of the province, or if they want to check out the whole festival. It's all available for certainly.
People should check out every single second of this, because a lot of hard work is being put into it, and a lot of talent as well.
Exactly.
Thank you very much, Bryan and Cate, for being here today.
You're very welcome.
Thank you
Lots
very
of
much.
fun. Stanley Cup stress is a thing. We'll be talking about that next on Daytime.